I have the honor of introducing our very next guest to you today. And this is somebody who has poured his heart and soul into this company. He is someone that I would put into the category of a man of few words. And, but, it's a big but, when he does speak, you better listen, because wisdom flows from him. He has gotten wisdom, he has gotten understanding. And anytime I get the chance to just sit down with him, and glean off of his years of experience, I do not miss the chance to do so. Bill Wynne is just an absolute class act. And here at Auvoria Prime, he serves as the Chief Technology Officer. And that might not mean a whole lot to you. You might see, Auvoria Prime and see, our marketplace, see our website, and see the unparalleled opportunity that we have here. But there's so much more that meets the eye to this company. Really, there is. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes. There's so much that goes into putting the infrastructure together to make sure that what we have works and functions, and not only works and functions excellent now, but that everything that we do now builds into the future and the vision that we have to take this company to the levels and to the places that we are going to take it to. So in this next session, you are going to really gain a confidence, gain an understanding, and really a respect for all that we have been able to put together here. And so with that being said, again, we love to celebrate, we love to honor here. So go ahead and let me see some sevens in the chat if you guys are ready to hear from your Chief Technology Officer, Mr. Bill Wynne.
Thanks so much, Kanoa. And it's pretty exciting, right? To see all of this, the products, what Tyler showed you. How would you like to make an extra $1,000 in the next month or the next quarter? Maybe $10,000, maybe $100,000. As you saw, some people are doing it. But I'll tell you what, it doesn't come by accident. It's clearly something that comes with knowledge and skill. And that's why Auvoria Prime focuses so much on education. We know that success doesn't come by accident. And that's what you're learning this morning as a customer. Some people do luck out with an exceptional trade, but there's a lot of people that don't. And I'm kind of embarrassed to say this, but at the same time, I think it's really important. This last week, I myself, I like to use Neo. And this past week, I started to put in a manual trade with Neo. I have a lot of confidence in Neo's decisions. I've seen it pull off some things that almost seem magical, really. But I decided to do some manual trades, and I got distracted for a day and a half. Before I knew it, I was in drawdown, and I took a pretty serious hit. I'm not going to tell you how much it was. That way you laugh at me probably more than I want you to. But the reality is you really should be educated. Like I said, this is not an accident to be successful in trading. And that really makes us special, because there are companies out there that are doing Forex trading, but the education is lacking. And so I'm going to share something with you. This is really crucial that you understand the technology that we use, not at any deep level, but at least a level to make you feel comfortable and to give you the confidence that Auvoria Prime is bringing a technology that is cutting edge in today's world for security and things of that nature. You can imagine if you have 100,000, 200,000, I've seen $1 million accounts, and you need to know that your money is safe and that we're not just namby-pamby joking around with stuff. We take it very serious. We have a very high-level technology team. So one of the first things we're going to take a look at is Auvoria Prime Connect. Now, I want to play a game with you just to make this a little bit fun and see if it can help you remember these different three-letter acronyms. So I want you to see if you can remember all of the 5 of the three-letter acronyms that should be part of every Auvoria Prime customer's experience. And I say every customer because I find that there are people that are not using RDP, which we'll take a look at, and then they get into some kind of trouble, something happens, and they don't have the ability to look at their trades. And so I really want to encourage you to look at all of these and make sure that you're bringing your A game, bringing skill, bringing intelligence, and all the technology that's at your fingertips to make sure that you don't get yourself backed into a corner. So the first thing is APC, and this stands for Auvoria Prime Connect. This is one of the very first things that you'll encounter, because when you go into your Auvoria Prime account and you go to connect to your VPS, that's another three-letter acronym, you connect through Auvoria Prime Connect. And essentially, this is an authorized and encrypted connection, what we like to call a handshake. And this is between Auvoria Prime and your Forex software. And essentially, this just makes sure that there's a connection only between that account holder and that software. And this prevents unauthorized access from other people. As you can imagine, there's a lot of people out there that want a free lunch. And it's our job in the technology department to make sure that they can't take yours. The next one is a VPS, and this is a virtual private server. Now, this all gets pretty complicated, I agree, and relatively boring at the end of the day. You know, I see a lot of the other people in the company, and it's like they're painting the flames on the hot rod, and I'm underneath there changing the oil. But that's, hey, that's what it takes, and I'm willing to do it to keep you safe. So, what I really want to say here is take a look at the picture there. When you take a look at the 3 computers hooked up to the cloud, that is a situation where we call it shared hosting. And we have people ask, how come I can't just put the software on my computer? How come I can't use my own hosting and just run MT4 there? Well, this is really important. There is a level of speed that is needed for proper trading. When you click a sell button, or even the software wants to sell or buy, close out a trade, stop loss, take profit, you need to know that there's nanoseconds in trading. And this can be the difference between $10 and $100, $1,000. You know, this past week when I was in trading and I saw the loss that I was in, it seemed like the charts could move 5 millimeters and I could lose $1,000. And so you'll see the image on the right where you see one computer connected to the cloud, and this is what we use. This is a VPS where all of the resources are dedicated to your computer. And that's really essential. We want to give you the absolute best experience possible technologically to make sure that your trading is perfect. Next is VNC, and this is virtual network computing. And if you go into your Auvoria Prime back office, you'll see the little screenshot there. This is what you're using if you connect to your VPS using this technology. This is good, and we're going to take a look at the difference between VNC and RDP. But this is not ideal, and most of the time I won't use this. Our support department uses it. I will use it if we're troubleshooting someone's VPS. But ideally, you're going to see the next one, and I would actually encourage that. So this is RDP, and this is Remote Desktop Protocol. You're actually logging directly into that computer using this protocol, and you're managing the computer real time. This gives you a much better experience, to be honest. And you'll actually be able to see it better. You do have, sometimes some of this has some graphical display issues on a computer, but RDP is better visually. Easy to access. You can use this on a phone, a tablet, iPad, whatever it is, whatever you're connecting to, you'll be able to use RDP. And this gives you a much better experience. It's not hard to do this, and we do have a tutorial video that will show you how to download the app if you're on Windows. Actually, it's built into the Windows operating system. But if you're running Mac, and you simply download this from the App Store, easy to set up. Now, one important thing is these 3 points here. And should you use VNC or RDP? Well, there's 3 things that we want to look at. Accessibility. VNC is good. You can definitely connect to it. However, What if the Auvoria Prime website went down for some reason? You know, there certainly are server outages, even at very high levels of server farms in New York or London, Amsterdam. And so if you want to make sure that you can always access, you want to make sure that you're using RDP, not VNC. Visibility, I did mention VNC can sometimes have display issues. RDP is much more consistent. And reliability. They're both reliable. But if you see, 2 out of 3, it went to RDP. So I really want to encourage you to take time to learn that. It really will give you a better experience. I oversee the customer service department as well. And I do see a lot of people are not using RDP, even though we recommend it. So take some time, get to know it. Watch a YouTube video if you want, and know that this is the best. Another 3-letter acronym is MT4. This stands for MetaTrader 4. And this is the application that actually is installed on your VPS that you access with VNC or RDP. And this is actually how you connect to your broker account. And this is where you actually do your sells, your buys, and all of your trading. And, but what I want to emphasize is this is very important on a mobile. So if you're using a phone to do your trading, or if you're on the go, you can use RDP, you can use VNC, even on your phone. However, you're going to have serious display issues. And so you really just download MT4 on your phone. You're able to close out trades, take trades, monitor currencies, charts, everything you need. So again, if you're trading, make sure you install MT4 on your phone as well. Now the game is over. Actually, before we end the game, there is one other 3-letter acronym that I want to bring up. We just launched this 2 days ago, and that is 2FA, the number 2FA, and that's Two Factor Authentication. Now this is a security protocol that's extremely important. A lot of you maybe have seen this now, Google Authenticator, LastPass Authenticator, Authy. And the reason for this, and it's extremely important, I have a friend who actually was hacked, but because they had 2FA activated, the thief was unable to get anything from their account. And we just made this active for the Auvoria Prime account. If you wanted to turn that on for your account, and I highly recommend that you do, you can go into your profile, go where you change the password in the security section, and you'll see it there. Now we have on the help desk, we have an article that shows you exactly how to do that. And next week we will be releasing a tutorial video to show you that as well. It is important. You know, we have people that have hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of dollars in their Auvoria Prime account. And to keep that money secure, we made sure that 2FA was activated. But we can't activate it for you. You do have to do that yourself. And then you'll be able to use your phone to secure your account by entering a code to log in. Please do that. You know, you're responsible to make sure you have good passwords and use this 2FA. And that way you won't ever be robbed by someone who wants to take your lunch. Okay, so the game is over of the 3-letter acronyms. Do you remember all of them? Here on the screen, you'll see the 5 different 3-letter acronyms, but which one of them doesn't belong? APC, VCN, RDP, VPS, or MT4? Tick tock, tick tock. Okay, it was VNC, which misspelled was VCN. I hope that you remember these. What I have discovered is smart trading is safe trading. That was my mistake last week. I didn't take time to think it through. Being very busy and having an attitude sometimes of rushing towards getting something done, I found myself making some mistakes. And I want you to be as safe as possible. So take time to learn. Make sure you start with a demo account. Like everyone has said, proper risk management. And that way, all of your money, all of your success, your trading will be kept to yourself. Thank you so much to all of you for your support, and I wish you the absolute best in 2021. Catch lots of pips.
Wow, awesome, Bill. I'd like to think that we do a little more than painting flames on a car, but hey, we appreciate your oil changes, my friend. No, honestly, in all reality, guys, that's a pretty clear picture. We're out here and we see this vision and we're going after it because we believe that what we have here truly can change your life if you immerse yourself and really apply yourself to this amazing company. And Bill's kind of our bumpers. He makes sure that everything's thought of, everything's picked up. He pays attention to the details. He protects us, and he makes sure that every decision we make now is going to set us up and scale into the future that we have here, the future that you have here at Auvoria Prime. So with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed Bill's amazing segment. A lot of it sometimes might go over your head. I myself, I'm not a techie, so to speak, but these things are important. And really what it does for me is it gives me confidence. It gives me confidence knowing that we have somebody that oversees all of our technology, because we are a very technology heavy company. There's a lot of moving parts from a technological standpoint, and it just gives me confidence. There's nobody that I would trust more than Mr. Bill Wynne to do the job that he does.